Alright, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made this little charcoal basket. Really simple build. Cost me $15 from Home Depot for this expanded sheet. So let's get into it. The first tool you're going to need is an angle grinder with a cutting blade on it. If you don't have one, maybe ask your neighbor. They might have one, or a friend. Next tool you're going to want to get is a pair of clines for holding and bending the metal, and then a hammer. And the material that I bought was this expanded sheet, 12 by 24, and I purchased it from Home Depot. It was $15. I think you can pick it up in the aisle that sells threaded rod, different metal sheet materials. And the last thing you're going to need is a bench vise. If you don't want to have one of those, I'm sure you could improvise in other ways, but that's what I used. So first of all, I had to figure out how tall I wanted the basket to be. Now, obviously I want it to be able to hold as much charcoal as I can, but I don't want it to be too high so that when I set my top part of my smoker on this, that it's sitting on the basket. I want it to sit on the edge of the bottom of the grill here. So I found that it's roughly 3¼ inches tall was the place to cut it, and you can count here these little holes. I think there's 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And originally this was 12 inches wide, and what I did is I mounted it up in my vise here. I'll show you really quick, and cut it at 3¼ inches high. A couple minutes ago, my brother just stopped in to the shop and recommended I could probably also use a pair of shears like this to cut. So, you know, if you've got a pair of these, you could do that as well. Work the grip out. Doesn't make quite as clean a cut as the grinder, but does a pretty good job. Most likely there will be a rugged edge on here, so you could just use a regular file, clean up that edge, or you can use your grinder to kind of just grind off those little burrs on there. Because the length of this material is only 24 inches and it doesn't quite curve all the way around the grate, you're gonna have to connect 2 pieces together to complete the circle. Basically what I did was I bent over roughly 1 inch or so of material on either end of this sheet material in opposite directions. So kind of like this, so the 2 of them would click together, and then I pounded them flat with a hammer. And I'll show you how I did that using this vise and obviously a hammer. You want to leave it open just a little bit here, so that there's a gap so you can fit the opposite end in, and then eventually just pound it so it's nice and tight. And then we'll just take these 2 pieces, kind of link them together like that, and pound them out. All right, now they're connected, and we can finish out our hoop. This part is a little bit tricky, just because you have to bend each of these sides in opposite directions. So this one I bend this way, and then on the other end, this side, I'll bend that way. And that way when I go to connect them, they can slide together. this piece that I've connected together here is just an example. I don't have enough material to go all the way around on this grate, but when I made this basket, I had plenty of material. It was, you know, when I connected both of these sheets together, it was 48 inches long, and so I needed to trim it. So what I did is I just wrapped it around this grate, essentially to where it overlapped, marked so that I had roughly 1.5 inches, basically 3 inches of overlap, so I could create this joint here. And then I just went ahead and cut it to size, and then it's back to the vise. Right, now it's time to just slide these two pieces together, and like that, and then they just link together like that. Then we'll pound them flat. Well, hopefully you found that video helpful. It was a pretty straightforward build. Nice, durable charcoal basket. And yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it out this weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. And yeah, I'm gonna do a pork butt in it tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next video.